Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got back from the theaters after seeing The Black Phone. The Black Phone is a 2022 film that was directed by Scott Derrickson, and the plot. Alright, look, if you've seen this trailer, you have a pretty good idea of what's going on. I'm going to try to stay away from certain details as much as possible because I do think that this movie has some really cool stuff in it, some cool elements to it. But basically, Ethan Hawke is kidnapping and killing kids. Yeah, I mean, look, is this the best time to put out a horror film about killing kids? Is there ever really a good time for it? But I kind of respect the fact that this movie's like, yeah, that's what this is about, guys. This is weird. This goes to some dark places. Ethan Hawke, let me just put this out. Ethan Hawke is very good in this movie. I think Ethan Hawke, there was something about his performance, the way how he had to act, more physical, more with his body language, because he wears a mask for the majority of this film. Different types of masks. The masks almost tell his emotions, his state of mind in the whatever scenes that he's in, and I just thought he did a good job. It's hard to praise him so much because he is playing a sick fuck, a guy who is deeply disturbed. We don't get a lot of things answered, and I'm not necessarily saying I needed more stuff answered as far as what's this guy's deal. He's just sick, and that's all you really need to know about him. But I want to give a lot of this praise to the child actor, the main character, Finney, who gets kidnapped and who we spend a majority of this film with. He is played by Mason Thames. I don't recall ever seeing this child actor before, but I thought he was great. He did so many different types of emotional scenes, not just with being kidnapped. He actually was very cool being kidnapped, at least as far as he's been put in shitty situations before, so he was sort of taking that experience and bringing it into this. I thought that was great, but then he also had moments of being scared, or he has one crying scene that I thought, showing those different types of emotions, he was great. And also, the trailer does give this away, so I guess it's okay to talk about the idea of the black phone being in this place with him, and he's interacting with Ghost through the phone, and I really like that premise. I really like that idea. I like that setup. Something very different, something that you haven't really seen quite before in a horror film. I liked what they did with it. I liked how it just kept progressing more and more throughout the entire film. There was plenty of jump scares, which if you've seen me review horror, you know that I hate jump scares. I think it's one of the cheapest tactics in the horror film to go for a scare, to go for a cheap reaction. But a lot of these jump scares worked for me. A lot of them did get me to jump. A lot of them were filled with disturbing images and just messed up stuff that I thought were effective. Also, Finney has a sister, Gwen, played by Madeline McGraw, another child actress that I don't think I've seen before, but I thought she was great as well. She was really good because her and her brother have this drunk, abusive father that they have to deal with that. There are some bully kids in their school, of course. It's not a horror movie about kids if there's not bullies there. But she was a badass. She was willing and able to step up and fight for her brother if he was being picked on by some kids. She wasn't afraid to take some hits as well. And there's some other elements going on with the sister that I don't want to give away, but I thought that was very cool and something I wasn't expecting as well. It made her a lot more interesting. And there is a side actor I want to mention really quick because this is directed by Scott Derrickson. Like I said, he directed the first Doctor Strange movie, but he also directed Sinister. And so in this movie, James Ranson, he's in a couple scenes here. Honestly, if his character was edited out of this movie, it probably wouldn't have made a huge difference. But I liked the actor. I thought he was amusing. He was also in Sinister as the sheriff, and so I liked him. It was cool to see him pop up. But this movie, I do feel like there is way more good here. I know that this has been somewhat hyped up because it was pushed back, and I see a lot of people talking about how much they can't wait for it. Hopefully, though, people do enjoy it as much as I did. Hopefully, you don't think that maybe it didn't go harder with killing kids. I mean, I don't know how much more it had to go. It's surprisingly not as graphic or not as bloody or gory. Again, I didn't need that, but these are things that I'm kind of anticipating if people do have issues. I was into it though. I don't have a whole lot of complaints. I would give this a good date movie. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too enjoyed The Black Phone, if you even saw it, if you're even interested in it. Do you really want to see kids be killed and kidnapped and murdered and God only knows what else Ethan Hawke did to them? Man. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!